even though you don't have an indoor voice, we're going to stay with the outsider, the DCHL Outsider, on this episode of the podcast.
Yeah.
We got Becca Newman in the house. Becca, give a quick little introduction, who you are, what teams you play on, all that random stuff. Anything you want to share, do it up.
Oh, crap. Okay, so I play on currently Gwendolyn Blue Knights, Gwendolyn Arabian Knights.
Blue Knights are D4.
D4.
D3 on the
D3
Arabians.
for Arabian.
On Sunday.
Ball Hogs D2. And Mercury Rising D1.
Okay.
And then Guardians D2 on Wednesday and Lord of the Rink D1 on Wednesday.
Okay. So Becca Newman, also one of the biggest fans of the podcast. She's been dying to get on here. She listens to it every week and gives me awesome comments and feedback. That's a lie. She's never listened to it.
Whatever you say, Joe.
She does not listen to the Outsider, but this will hopefully get her to listen this week. So, thanks for joining us, Becca. We had, a lot of people suggested we try to get you on the podcast. You got some requests.
Oh, God.
Believe it or not.
So now I got to live up to it?
You got to live up to the hype, okay? So we're joined live in the party room. Of the Michael and Son Sportsplex, the VIP lounge here, joined by Becca, who just scored a goal in a Ball Hogs game. And looking rough for a while. 3-0, and then you scored to do it up to make it 3-1, and you guys chipped away and you tied. Undefeated Ball Hogs still.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, I don't want to take credit for that goal, but you know, you were going to be on the podcast. You had to up your game, and you did. So this is what happens when people are on the cast. They tend to do well. Mel got a tie. Derek O'Halloran scores left and right.
Yep.
Anyone who's on there plays really well. John Chick scored. Former guest. Like this. So you get on, you can up your offensive totals here. So I'm doing this for you.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it works.
It's a public service.
Exactly. So how did you get introduced to hockey?
Oh, my gosh. So I have been... Oh, my gosh. So I've been a fan of the Washington Capitals since I could walk. My mom and dad have always made a habit out of making an event out of Washington sports games. So we have family over, watch hockey, watch football, and whatnot. I had never played any sport with a ball in between my feet until I played ball hockey, which I got into because Nick Moser has been playing here and everywhere else the league has played for 7 or 8 years. And I thought it'd be fun to give it a try. And now I am obsessed with it.
So, what you had mentioned, sports with balls and all that stuff. What sports did you play beforehand?
So I was a competitive swimmer from 2nd grade until 10th grade.
I mean, we're all competitive just based on who we're playing against. I mean, I'd be competitive with like 4-year-olds.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
I'm a competitive.
It's all relative.
It's all relative.
I'm
going to introduce myself as competitive swimmer.
Yeah, you should. You should.
I will.
You should.
I'm going to.
And then I switched from swimming to lightweight rowing.
Okay.
So I was all endurance sports. I stopped doing sports in college and then pretty much didn't play any sports until I got into ball hockey.
Okay, you picked it up, doing well, having a good time?
I love it.
You love ball hockey?
I love it.
Who is your favorite DCHL, MDHL player to play with?
Oh, God, I knew that question was coming. I think right now it's probably a couple people. So Alex Ortiz is one of my favorite people to play with.
Why is that?
He's a great team player, and I always feel like I know where he's going to be. So that makes, offensively, certainly makes the game easier. I would be a terrible person if I said that Nick wasn't my favorite.
Well, we don't allow that.
Oh, we don't allow that.
No,
okay.
No.
So, I would also Lindsay Bittler on Mercury Rising. She's also one of my favorite people to play with. God, I mean, I could be here all day. Okay. Give me a list.
Okay. That's fine. So, I like at some point I like doing rapid fire questions. I just want to get into rapid fire with you.
Oh God.
Because I think
you'd be surprised at how bad I am at this.
I know, that's exactly why.
Go right ahead.
So just first thing that comes in your head, okay?
All right.
Don't be waiting, thinking. I want the quickest response, okay?
Okay.
Since you've never listened to the Outsider, I'm going to give you the curveball that I throw all the time. You ready?
All right.
What's your favorite Halloween candy?
Reese's.
Good answer. Favorite season?
Summer.
Favorite ice hockey player?
Tom Wilson.
Tom Wilson. He's such a scumbag player.
No, he's not.
He is a dirtbag.
He is not.
He is.
He's scrappy.
What's your favorite sport to watch besides hockey?
Probably football.
What was your football team?
Packers.
Packers. Oh, because you went to Wisconsin.
No, we have family in Milwaukee, but
okay.
The fandom rapidly increased after going to University of Wisconsin.
Okay. When was the last time you cut your hair?
Like 2 months ago, I think.
What was the last meal you ate?
Ice cream.
What flavor is your favorite ice cream?
Right now, I'm really into the Snickerdoodle cookie ice cream, but I'd say cookie dough is probably my fave.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Vanilla.
Star Wars or Star Trek?
Neither.
We gotta stop this podcast. Neither.
I have never seen. Wait. I've never seen Star Trek.
Okay.
And Nick tried to get me to watch the very first Star Wars, and I fell asleep for 60 minutes of it.
Okay. What's your favorite sci-fi then?
None.
Jesus, something's wrong with you.
Yep.
Why are we doing this?
You are not the first person.
Why are we doing this interview? We gotta okay, I'm sorry, folks. We gotta cut this short. Becca's pretty boring.
I'm not boring. I'm eclectic.
That's something like that.
Yeah.
That's okay. What's your favorite pizza topping?
Probably sausage.
Okay. What's your favorite place to get pizza in the DMV?
Oh God, that's actually really hard. Probably 2 Amy's.
Okay, never heard of it. That's okay.
It's really good.
All right. God, you started out so good with the Reese Cup answer. And
oh my gosh.
Such a good answer. So do you like regular Reese Cups or do you like the Reese eggs?
Okay, so I have like a whole theory of this. So the best Reese's are the specialty ones. The trees, the hearts, the pumpkins, and the eggs. But I think the eggs have the best peanut butter to chocolate ratio, which is like all peanut butter and no chocolate.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
See, we're
chocolate just like holds the peanut butter in there.
We're going to avoid movies and stuff. We're just talking about Reese Cups.
Yes.
Love of Reese's will be all right. Have you ever had Reese ice cream?
Yes.
Is it so good?
It's so good.
You ever had the Reese Pieces ice cream?
No. No, I like the actual Reese's
it's
cups
good.
in there.
It's good, but if you try to the Reese's, the little mini pieces ones, it's really good too.
I'll have to try that.
We'll make it happen, don't worry. Who's your Valentine this year?
Nick
Mosher. Isn't he dreamy?
Huh?
Isn't he dreamy?
He's so dreamy.
I know. He is.
Do you have a man crush on him?
I mean, who doesn't?
Yeah, I know.
So, when you first started playing DCH, I remember you were a bit of a defender.
Yeah.
You played D. And what caused that change? We're going to avoid the rapid fire stuff. No, we'll go a little more back in depth.
I actually don't remember when I started playing wing. I'm sure I was subbing for a team and I got put on wing. I just feel like the positioning on wing is a little bit more natural than defense.
Okay.
For me at least. Definitely when I'm in front of the goal as a defender, I'm like, where do I go? Where am I supposed to be? So I feel like wing is a little bit more natural, and I like to use my speed. So I feel like on the forecheck and all that good stuff, I get to use my speed on wing a little bit more.
Made the assumption that you're fast. I like it.
No, I didn't make the assumption.
So I have one. I'm dying to know. What do you want to be when you grow up?
Oh God. Like a thing that I could actually probably become. Anything.
Even just something random.
So this is so cheesy, but I actually have wanted to be a lawyer since I was like in first grade. So there's that. I think I'd want to be like a Supreme Court justice or something. I know, boring, right?
Boring.
Yep.
So.
What could I be like a professional puppy cuddler?
That's what I was looking for.
Oh, okay. That's my ideal career. If I could just play with golden retrievers all day, I mean.
That sounds more exciting.
Yep.
So if you were a judge, what would you do in the state versus Suds? If there were a case,
put him in jail.
If we were in a railroad Suds.
You mean what would we get him for?
What would we get him for?
Oh my God. Gross negligence.
He is pretty gross.
He's. Oh God, Joe, you kill me with the puns.
Oh my God,
killing me with the puns.
They're so bad,
but they're so good. That's what,
it's one of those things. Like I get the pity laughs, and that's what I look for.
Yeah, exactly.
You take what you can.
What else can you get from the puns?
That's it. So, when was the last time you traveled?
That's actually a good question. We traveled a lot in last year because we had I think 10 weddings to go to. It was probably in the fall when we went to Madison, Wisconsin. One of my college friends got married.
Okay. That's not bad.
Yeah.
What's your favorite place? What's your favorite place you've ever been to?
Ooh, that's actually a very good question.
Are you saying my other questions weren't good?
No. God, I actually have to say Madison is probably one of my favorite places. Okay. It is a city that I feel like not too many people have been to, but man, if you go there during the summer, it's beer, cheese, more fried food, and like it's all on a lake. So it's awesome.
Okay.
So you got to give it a try.
That's something that might appeal to some people.
You don't like lakes?
I mean,
and beer and cheese.
I'm not. I don't like the water.
Oh.
And
what about sitting by the water?
I'd rather probably just be inside. I'm not a beer person. And cheese, I think, is a little overrated. Cheese by itself.
What?
It's rough. You make some cheese on some nachos, you'd be all right. Maybe some cheese on a sandwich. But like, I don't get how people just eat like a square of cheese. Like that's weird. That's like really weird to me.
Oh, I don't get you.
I don't get that.
That is so weird.
I think it's weird.
You're missing out. You don't want to take the block of pepper jack and just eat it like an apple?
Do I look like a savage?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I know. And you can actually give me the answer because we are here live. We are no longer on Skype. We're not through Skype or anything like that. So it is awesome to get to do these live things to see the crazy reactions.
Yep.
And in a future podcast, there's some crazy live action that goes on, and there might have been a jewelry malfunction. We'll leave it at that.
A what?
A jewelry malfunction.
What does that mean?
We'll find out on a different podcast.
Oh.
You gotta listen now.
Thank
you for listening to The Outsider, and if you want to be a guest, let us know. It'd be so cool to have a lot of people here. We know people a little bit more, get to see their life inside, outside of hockey. So, what's your favorite season?
Summer.
Favorite season, summer?
Yeah.
Okay. If given the choice, if you could be reborn right now with a different hair color, would you change it?
No.
No?
No.
You don't want to be a redhead?
No.
Disappointing.
Redheads get sunburned.
Yeah, they do. Redheads get some sunburn. They also feel more pain. So don't break my heart, Becca.
I won't. Never have, never will, Joe.
So, you're a big dog fan?
Yes.
Why is that?
Because they're cuddly and soft.
What about cats?
No.
No. Your parents have dogs?
Yep. They've got a golden retriever named Pickles. Pickles is a big fan of DCHL.
So, do you remember the first time I met you?
No.
You don't?
No. Oh, do you?
Of course. How could I forget?
Okay, so it was at Rockville.
No. It was not at Rockville.
Where was it?
It was at the seminary rink for, I think, like a random Thanksgiving tournament. And you were on my team, and Nick was on my team, and I met your dog Pickles, who...
You ate a pickle out of your hand! Oh my... That was the first time I'd ever met you?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't... Really?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I remember that. It was cold as balls outside.
Yes, apparently balls are cold.
Yes.
Apparently we can say balls here, and if
yep.
you can't, too late.
Too late!
Yeah,
the seal has been broken
out of my hand.
He did.
I was like, oh, ironic!
I remember that. Oh god, he wanted to jump on the rink that day too.
Oh my god, it was crazy.
Yep.
So, do you have any other random awesome facts about you? Tell me something randomly awesome that no one here knows yet.
I once caught a duck with a fishing rod using a Cheez-It by accident.
You were fishing with a Cheez-It and caught a duck?
Sort of.
So,
we went to Deep Creek Lake.
Don't know what that is.
It's in Maryland.
Lake, not a creek?
Yeah, correct. You would be correct. I had a fishing line in the water. It was also throwing SpongeBob Cheez-Its to the ducks that were swimming. SpongeBob. Yeah, they were special Cheez-Its.
You're not supposed to feed the ducks, Becca.
Yeah, you are.
Not that.
Cheez-Its?
No.
Oh.
You don't feed them. You feed them like grapes and like raisins, things like that.
Okay, these are not organic ducks.
You don't feed ducks Cheez-Its.
Anyways, the duck dunked into the water to get the Cheez-It and bit my fishing line instead.
Okay.
So we had to reel the duck into the boat, And I think the mother duck was pecking at my head because she was pissed.
Deservedly so.
I'm not going to argue with that. And, yeah.
So you caught a duck with a Cheez-It.
Yes.
That's so random.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. It's
yep.
something crazy.
I know.
That's a weird one.
That's actually the only thing I've ever caught with a fishing rod.
So is that a watch or a Fitbit?
It's an Apple Watch.
Apple Watch. Does it count your steps?
That's actually... It counts fitness things. I don't think it counts...
What's your fitness score? Is it over 9,000?
Yes. Over 9,000.
Exactly. So how many more games do you have for the day, Becca?
Got 2 more.
We're doing this around 5:30 to 6. So
yep. So I've got Mercury Rising. We're playing the Lizards. And then Puck Buddy. I'm subbing for Puck Buddies. I want to say they're playing Redcoats, maybe.
No. Breaking news. My virus protection is out of date.
Woo! Watch out.
So you got 2 games left. Any predictions in those games?
No. I mean, so Mercury Rising is, as you know, relatively newish team to the league. That being said, there are a lot of very well-seasoned players on that team, and the team seems to play pretty well as a unit.
Yes.
So it's a super fun team to play for, lots of speed. I learn a ton from playing on the upper division teams, which I love. And then Puck Buddies, it just depends on who shows up.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Yep.
So playing with Gwendolyn, what is the biggest thing you've learned that's helped you as a hockey player?
Oh God, it's probably Joe Abbott screaming at me to carry the ball towards the net instead of taking my shot from along the boards.
All right, well, do you carry the ball every now and then, or you just always pull up and shoot?
No, I'm trying to carry it.
Okay.
Trying to get a little stick handling in there.
That's good. That's always good. You get some handles there, get some angles, get some plays.
Not dangle. I'm not in dangle territory yet.
Not yet.
No.
We'll get you there, don't worry. So do you have one parting shout-out for the Outsider?
Oh, my God. I'd say shout-out to Ben Blurger.
Ben Blurger. Ben in the house, man. He's tearing up. He's playing goalie.
Yep. By the way, that's spelled BLERGHER.
Correct. Yes.
I don't want to screw that up.
You know, exactly. You make a mistake, you can learn from it. That's the important thing. You learn from it. Ben is awesome.
I love Ben.
He cracks me. I love talking hockey with him. You know what's the best? He was playing net today for Gwendolyn. His grandparents came and watched today.
I saw
it. It was adorable.
The Blurger grandparents.
Oh my God, it was so good. Ben, he's like everything you want in like a person in the league. You know, positive, outgoing, fun, just having a good time. He's good out, but he's a great goalie.
He's a great goalie.
Really good goalie.
He's been playing in goal for what, 6 months?
Maybe 6,
or maybe
less.
1 season. I don't know.
Less than 6.
I think in a year or so he's going to be a force.
Yeah, I'll be great. He's in this weird range where it's like he's too good to sub in like the lower divisions, but it's like there's just not enough space in like D2, D3 for him because like the goalies are pretty consistent. There's not a whole lot of turnover. So I got to try to figure out how to get him some reps while maybe just, him playing in the tournaments as a goalie will help a lot.
Yeah, absolutely.
Shout outs to Ben in the house.
Blurger.
The Blurg man.
The Blurg man. The Blurger King.
The Blurger King. I'm such an idiot. I'm so lame. I love giving stupid nicknames. I don't know why.
Is that your name?
What?
The Blurger King?
Ben the Blurger King. We gotta do is we gotta find someone with the last name McDonald to play forward have a shootout against him for like the game winner. The Burger King against the McDonald's.
Oh my God, we have to do it. There has to be someone with that last name.
You think
there's like 500 people in this league.
It's relatively common. I mean, it's not like a crazy last name. That's not a big ask.
No.
We can get that.
We gotta get one.
We gotta do it.
Get the talent scouts out there.
Then we gotta be good. We gotta make
they just gotta be a McDonald's.
Just gotta scout or McDonald's. Or actually, go against Wendy.
Oh my God, we have to do it.
Well, we're doing
now we definitely need the McDonald's.
Now we gotta do it. It's gonna be awesome. It'll be the greatest moment of my life. But we're in like fast food territory right now. So on that note, Becca, thanks for giving me the time. It was the time so hard to get you. I'm trying to get a lot of people on, and just some people are just busy. So thank you very much, and hopefully you had a good time.
Thanks for having me.
We'll do it again in the near future.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks for doing it. We'll catch you later. Bye.
And we're going to bring you a super special, supersized edition of the recaps here. We're going to have games from Wednesday, Sunday, and this Wednesday as well. We had a couple hiccups here with the weather, with the holiday, travel, and all that. So we are going to have an extra bunch of games here. So last week, MDHL action, we had Lords of the Ring against Crease Crashers. This was a really, really strange week for several teams because a couple teams just found themselves down like 2-0 in the first minute. Just really rough starts. And Crease Crashers was one of those teams. Austin scored twice in like the first minute and a half. Brendan McLean scored. Sam Berkeley scored. That's 4-0 Lords of the Ring. That's a rough first period here. Crease Crashers chip away, get one from Kevin Foley to end the first. Respond Boys gets an unassisted goal, making it 4-2. But Austin gets his hat trick, bringing it full circle. I don't know why it would be full circle, but he got a hat trick. Great game for him. He's been playing very well lately. So that was 3 for Austin, and that was a 5-2 win for Lords of the Ring. That was a big win for them. It just goes to show you that if you go out to a quick early start, you can really control the momentum, and you play ahead. It's a lot easier than being on your back foot right there, and that's what Lords of the Ring did. We had TNT Barbarians here, more D1 action. The TNT just jumped out to early lead right now. Alex Ortiz 1-0. Abdul scores 2-0. And Chris Thorpe making it 3-0. I believe one or two of these goals early in the game. Problematic. Josh Lerner gets one in the second from Tabby. Josh gets another one from Tabby, making it 3-2. But TNT hold on right there. That's a little hiccup on my part. But early leads go a long way here on Wednesday night. Blue Steel played against the Wu-Tang Clan in the 8:40 game. This game was a little more one-sided than we would like. Blue Steel take the win against the Wu, but we'll see what happens moving forward with the D2 division. We had Rogue One-Timers against the Black Knights One-Timers. A lot of hype on them. This team was 3-0 out of the gates. Took a loss last week, and this week they fall 3-0 to the Gwendolyn Black Knights. Eric Taverner scores, Matt Kelly scores, Matt DeGanzik scores. This was a game where Black Knights really brought it. They looked unbeatable there. One-timers only had 12 shots, and that'll go a long way. I think there was, maybe some issues, not enough passing, not enough coordination, not enough teamwork. And the one-timers are trending downward right now. It was an amazing start, but we've got to figure out what happened. So, final game of the day, we had Islanders against 0 pucks given. And, this was a game. Islanders jump out early. Matt Zekman scores from Nick and Adam. Matt Zekman scores again from Nick and Adam. Tom gets a goal from Mike, making it 3-0. And then Mike scores from Nick. That is 4-0 right there. That's a pretty good lead. And you know what? It's pretty much insurmountable, let's be honest. That being said, the 0 pucks given get a goal from Eric towards the end of the first period, making it 4-1. Still a rough lead. Hard to come back from a deficit like that, but we'll see. We'll see what's going on. We got Eric scores again. This is 4-2. Submit scores. Bobby Hull scores. We got 4-4. Matt DeGanzik scores. Unassisted, making it 5-4, 0 pucks given. They played unbelievable in that second half. They got their stuff together, and unbelievable. What a great game for them. Great win. Way to not panic when you're down. Way to, support your teammates. Way to, do all the things you need to do, all the things you should do, and not fall into the trap of, getting down on yourself or saying, hey, we can't do this. And they pulled off one of the best comebacks we have seen in DCHL this season. Huge win for them. Congratulations. Shout-outs all around. But that was some MDHL action last week. This week, however, we got 4 games on tap. The fifth game was agreed to be we'll call it a draw, due to weather and people not being able to make it out or things like that. First game of the day, Green Monkeys against Blade Runners. Both teams a little bit short, had some sub action right there. Green Monkeys got a Joel Horde hat trick. That'll go a long way. Definitely, was it 29 saves for Jason Boyd. Both teams had 30 shots. Boyd played very good, and Joel brought it this game. So that was a big win for the Green Monkeys. I believe that's check the standings right now. Got to see what's actually going on. Gonna have to get someone on here to do some recaps, talk mid-season action and all. Wow, Jesus, we're getting there. We are about 5 games in for most teams. Some have 6, but that's a big win for Green Monkeys right now. They're trying to position themselves for a good run right there. That's a dominant win, and that's exactly what they needed. The Gwendolyn Guardians Blue Steel. This is a very exciting game for these two teams, as there's a little bit of a rivalry going on. Some of the Guardians players were former Blue Steel players who decided to leave and go to their Gwendolyn homeland. And excuse me, this it's a high quality game right there. We had a Blue Steel jumps out to an early 1-0 lead. Jonathan Cintron with a goal. Jake Smith responds, making it 1-1. Carlos Cruz subbing in for Blue Steel, gets a goal from the point, making it 2-1. Melissa Karp says, I'm gonna outshine you, Carlos. Says, I am the superstar on this team. She's going to score, making it 2-2. Joe Shea scores 1, making it 3-2. Melissa says, remember, I'm a superstar? I'm going to score another one, making it 3-3. Anything she can do, Joe Shea can do better. Maybe, maybe not. He scores, making it 4-3. Becca Newman, the Becca Newman, the podcast guest that we just had. Again, anytime you're on the cast, you score some big goals here, and that's exactly what she did. Becca Newman's going to tie this one up with about 4 minutes left, and it'll stay a 4-4 game here. Interesting fact: Blue Steel had 38 shots in that game to the 24 Gwendolyn. So Blue Steel might have had a little bit of an edge there, controlling the game. But the goal scorers for the Guardians came out. Huge game for Melissa. Huge game for Becca. Coming up clutch. Blue Steel had 4 leads, and they could not hold it against the Guardians here. So they did a good job, and this was amazing action. Glad it was streamed. Shout outs to Claude Williams for doing a lot of streaming action. He's been doing a lot lately. So when you see Claude, give him some love, because he does a lot of great things for the league, and we really appreciate it. So thank you, Claude, for streaming games. Thanks for being awesome. Okay, his streaming's good. Okay, he's a good streamer. His hype posts are the best thing ever. They're so good. He's such a good hype man. Oh my god, I get so excited when he posts these things. So it is Claude's so great. Like, he is so great. Shout outs to Claude Williams. And we had Puck Mafia and 0 pucks given in the 840 game right now. Jason Boyd scores first for Puck Mafia, but Submit responds, making it 1-1. 0 pucks given, tied it up. Lawrence Neubauer scores, making it 2-1. Austin Keach is going to make it 2-2. We got a barn burner here. We got a game. A couple penalties along the way. Chris Zupa scores. Oh my God, this is an amazing goal. It's on the stream. It'll hopefully be the Kevin Foley goal of the night. He scores an amazing breakaway goal. But Lawrence Neubauer comes up huge again. LR, as his friends call him. Lawrence, as I call him. I don't know if we're friends or not, but he had a great game, brought it, and tied it up for 0 pucks given. Again, this team can play from behind. They can be down, and they just great team chemistry, great work, and this is a team that will not stay down. And I am very impressed with. I mean, this is a new team. Okay, keep that in mind. This is a new team that, I know some of the players have played together, and all that, but they keep their composure. They do a good job. When they're down, they don't panic. And I'm very impressed with this team. And I love the orange jerseys too. That helps. Final game of the night, we had the Gwendolyn Black Knights against the Lucky Pucks here. A couple subs all around. Ben Berger subbing a net for the Lucky Pucks. He had a decent game himself, but Lucky Pucks get a first goal from Steve, second goal from Steve. This one could have been from Mike, or it could have been Mike's goal. Hard to tell. We had a little bit of a stat hiccup there. We'll make sure we get it right and fix it up, but until now, Steve's going to get all the credit. Nick Franzen scores a sick goal on the power play for the Gwendolyn Black Knights, making it 2-1, but the Lucky Pucks hold on in a great game. So I know teams were missing players. So, it's not going to tell you too much, but it was a strong game regardless. So that was quick double dose of MDHL action. So we're going to DCHL Sunday stuff. Open a bunch of tabs here. Got to get all the games ready. I definitely could have done this beforehand, but if you wanted me to be professional, you're talking to the wrong guy right now. So okay. So random story. So it's a little personal, not too personal, but it's about me. So one thing that I have always been very poor at is public speaking. Grammar school, high school, college, after college, could never do it. Just never do it. I'd get up there, I'd look up, I'd turn beet red, I would shake, I'd panic, I'd sweat, I'd lose control of my legs, I'd be all flimsy, I'd be holding myself up on the if I was sitting on a podium or a desk or something, I'd be so panicky, I'd just be freaking out, and I'd have so much stress and anxiety beforehand, just because it's oh my god, I gotta go up there, everyone's gonna be looking at me, I'm gonna screw up and make a mistake, oh my god, and it's always been really, really awful, and I would just dread doing presentations or anything like that, and it was just a nightmare. So I randomly had to do something like that over the last couple of days, and I was unexpected, and I went up there, I did, it was probably an average job, but for me it was a billion times better than anything I would have hoped for, and I definitely attribute the ability to do that to doing the podcast and streaming and reffing when I ref and all that, just being able to have some confidence and speak and talk and if you mess up, you roll with it, and that's all you can do. If you're streaming a game or just talking right now, all the mistakes I made or the dumb things I say, it's you have to move past it and you can't dwell on it, and it sounds so simple and obvious, but I always had struggled with it. So that's a major shout out to everyone who listens to the podcast or the streams or anything like that. So it definitely made a huge impact on me for the positive. So it might not work for everyone, but for me it had a huge positive impact. And if you're struggling with any of the public speaking stuff or things like that, I feel if you stream or do the podcast, something like that, where you're not physically in front of people, it definitely makes it easier on you, and it definitely taught me a lot of good habits and how to deal with mistakes or flaws or anything like that. So again, thank you very much. You've definitely had a huge positive impact in my life, because now I'm not as afraid of speaking out in public or anything like that. I'm still nervous, and I probably think I did a horrible job, but I definitely felt a lot. I was so excited. Afterwards. I was so proud of myself. But I know, just a random side story. You don't care. You probably fast forward through it, hopefully. So DCHL action here. We had some action on Sunday. We had the Pumpkins against the Midnight Riders here. This was a crazy game here. Pumpkins jump out early. Seth scores from Tim. Tim responds. He scores from Seth. Hooking each other up right here. They got a connection right now. 2-0 Pumpkins. Midnight Riders get a goal from Chris Zupa. He scores goals all the time. Sam Berkeley scores. She's scoring a bunch too. She's on fire right now. Called her on Wednesday. Called her on Sunday. Same thing with Chris. George scores a power play goal for the Pumpkins, making it 3-2. But, extra attacker here. Midnight Riders are pulling, going to throw all the offense they can at it. And you know what? Aubrey Keach comes up huge to tie this game up 3-3. Midnight Riders and Pumpkins going to tie this one out. Awesome, exciting, nail-biting finish. Extra attacker goal. And you know what? We couldn't handle that excitement. We could not handle Hockey Dead against Street Sharks. Street Sharks get a 1-0 goal. John Chick comes up big. The Chickster in the house. Anna B scores Anna Blautzik for the Hockey Dead. I probably said that wrong, but that's okay. She'll forgive me. Assisted by Mario and Janelle. Chris scores for Hockey Dead, making it 2-1. Lawrence Neubauer, the man, coming up big, scoring. Goals come in glumps every now and then. You score one, you score another one, you're feeling good, you feed off it. Derica Holleran, another podcast guest, same thing with John Chick, scoring. This is what happens. You get on the cast. You I don't know if you score more, but you definitely get noticed more. And with an extra attacker from a too many players call towards the end, apparently in the final second, Zach Abetter scores for the Sharks to tie it up. Power play goal. Craziness. Again, only suckers pay the price for the full seat because DCHL, often you're only going to need the edge. I stumbled upon that, but I tried, and it was kind of cute, I hope. Lucky Sevens against the Gwendolyn Nightmare here. Lucky Sevens missing a couple players. It happens. Gwendolyn Nightmare, they get their first chance to get on the board here. Nick Franzen, penalty shot, missed. There's been an epidemic of missed penalty shots going out this season. At least 3 or 4 were taken, at least 3 recently in the last month or so. All stop. Goalies getting good on the penalty shot. Good to know. But Nightmare get goals from Matt Kelly, Chris Figueroa, and David Altschuler, making it 3-0 here. Joey scores for the Lucky Sevens, but it's a little too late. But that's okay. Gwendolyn Nightmare get a nice big win right there. Lucky Sevens, they are still top of the division, but Nightmare is this is weird. Lucky Sevens have a lot more games played than other teams, so they are on top. But that could definitely change. I don't know how they got so many games played. There's just random buys, games canceled, things like that. But that's crazy. That's crazy. I didn't realize that. It's funny. You look at the stats every now and then. You pick something up, and that's pretty cool. Zambroni's Goonies here. This was a game ripe for upset right now. Zambroni's come out strong. Goal, Andrew Marshall from Josh Bush subbing in. Goal from Andrew Marshall from Joe Sharko in the house. Seth responds for the Goonies, making it 2-1 Zambroni's. But Gaffey comes up huge, and then Austin tries to chip away, making it 3-2 for Goonies. Marshall gets his hat trick, making it 4-2 Zambroni's, and Zambroni's going to get the win here. They hold on. Big win for the Zambroni's. And now we're going to some exciting D4 action here. We had the Stick Magnets against the Flying Hellfish right now. Hellfish kind of struggling to find their identity still, but this was a game where the team definitely came together and it did pretty well. Sepp leads up scoring for the Hellfish from Owen. Submit response for Stick Magnets. Been talking about Submit a lot lately. He is a man on fire. Michael scores for Hellfish, and then one of their new sub players scored as well, making it 3-1. Jason Boyd responds for Stick Magnets, 3-2 on an unassisted power play goal. Chad scores for Hellfish, making it 4-2. Submit makes it 4-3. Gets a goal for Stick Magnets. Chipping in, 4-3. Chris Zupa comes up big for the Hellfish with an empty netter. Not his fanciest or greatest goal, but they all still count. And that one's going to ice it. And that will be the game for Hellfish. They had 34 shots to 22 on the Magnets. So the Hellfish definitely felt it this game. They looking to turn a corner. Gwendolyn Gladiators against the First Ladies here. Not too much to say here. PJ Brown for Gwendolyn, shutout. Adam Barrett for First Ladies, shutout. 0-0 game. Good defensive game. Neither team was able to score. But that's that. First shutout game in a while. So we got not much to say on that one. Both teams played very well. We had Ball Hogs against the Gorilla Gangs here. Gorilla Gang get up early. Manny from Bill and Austin, then Manny from Bill and Austin again. Collins scores, making it 3-0 for Gorilla Gang. Ball Hogs down but not out. Becca Newman. This is why you get on the podcast. You score goals, and you get on the cast, and then you score goals. That's how it works. She scores from Adam, making it 3-1. They're chipping away. Ball Hogs going to score again, make it a 3-2 game. Owen from Amit and Adam. And Amit comes up big late in the third from Becca and Aaron Brown, make it 3-3. Ball Hogs narrowly escaping defeat here. They're going to tie it up 3-3, and that's going to be game. Ball Hogs still looking good, but a lot of the recent games have been close. It's they're 5-0-2, so they're 2 ties in their last 3 games. Team's looking good, but they look semi-beatable here. Speaking of semi-beatable, Puck University against the Goldsteins. Oh, God, Goldsteins. Julie Sullivan scores first for Goldsteins. Keith scores. And then Sean scores. We got 3-0 here. Slow down. Puck University's going to come back here. Sean Miller and Jake Waller are going to score, making it 3-2. Julie scores again, though, and makes it a 4-2 game, and it'll stay 4-2. So, huge game for Julie there. Goldstein's looking good. Huge game. I mean, that goes a long way. You get 2 goals out of Julie like that. That is the first loss for Puck U this season, and Goldstein's jumped to second place in standings right there. that's a big one. When playoff time comes around, your team is really going to want that bye. Teams are going to want good matchups here. And that win was huge for Goldsteins. First team to take 2 points off Puck U this season. We had some Mercury Rising versus Lizards action here. Kevin Stone Cipher scores for Mercury Rising, making it 1-0. Manny scoring again, assists from Patrick and Taylor, but AJ responds for Mercury Rising, making it 2-1. Bill Weeks is going to tie it up at 2s, but Brian Keefe, huge goal from the defense for Mercury Rising, making it 3-2, and Andrew Marshall's going to throw an empty netter, making it 4-2. Marshall with 1 goal and 3 assists this game. He's more of a goal scorer, but 3 assists. I don't know if those were primaries or secondaries. 2 secondary and a primary, just saying. But this is a big win for Mercury Rising, looking good. Lizards played good. I mean, it's a 3-2 game. You had an empty netter, and that'll happen. But yeah, D1 looking really competitive right now. We're going back to some D2 action though here. Competitive's fun, but we want goals. So we had Youngbloods and Untouchables. This was a rough first period for the Untouchables. They've been struggling early on in the first period. AJ scores, Kate scores, Taylor scores, Nick Brown scores, AJ scores again. It's 5-0 at the end of the first here. This team is struggling. What are you going to do? What you can do is try to chip away. Joe scores for Untouchables, but Nick Brown responds, making it 6-1. Matt Kowalski sub action is going to score. Joe Shea going to score again. Gramlich's going to score. We got 6-4. AJ gets his hat trick, but then Gramlich scores for Untouchables. Austin scores. Matt Kowalski scores. It's 8-6, and that'll stay 8-6. 14 goals this game. Untouchables definitely have a problem with getting behind a little too quick in the first period. They've been coming from behind a lot of the time, but ideally you're doing things to the point where you're not stuck coming from behind. So. Rough for them, but hopefully turn it around. Big win for the Youngbloods right here. It's this D2 division. It's kind of it's still wide open, except Ball Hog's going to be running away with the first seed. We will see what happens though moving forward. We're going to go back to some D1 action here. The new look Redcoats here. They get a goal from Austin Henley. Austin's playing out of his mind here for the Redcoats. Austin and Amit are just amazing right now. 2 real players you should be watching, making it 1-0. And then they get an empty netter from Joe, and it is 2-0. This team is 2 wins and a tie in their last 3 games. They're definitely trending upward, and a lot of that is good goalie play by Dominic and the addition of Tyler Midwinter to help solidify the defense. He definitely allows the team to play with more confidence, and it definitely shows. In the final game of the night, we had Funks against the Yager Bombs here. Again, D2, we got goals, and we got some more goals too. Funkmasters are going to jump out Alex Keith. Yager Bombs respond with Curtis and Matt. Funk's going to get goals from Alex and 2 more from Keith. Yager Bombs get 1 from Steinitz. Keith scores again, and Matt Kowalski throws in another one. And Sean Miller Matt's playing great recently, so that's a nice little boost for Yager Bombs there. But at the end of the day, 3 goals from Alex and 4 from Keith are going to spell doom for the Yager Bombs. And Funkmasters are going to jump into second place after that win. Keith playing very hot. Alex Schutt's playing great. Matt Kowalski doing a good job. So that's our recap for the day. For the week, for all that, a supersized episode. So, as a friendly reminder, if you're interested in doing the podcast, let us know. If you're interested in streaming, let us know. Anything like that. We'll do what we can to help facilitate anything you're interested in, and have fun, enjoy the league, do all the awesome stuff that you can. So, on that note, we will catch you on the flip side.